Good morning, Valley of the Sun. Thank you for joining me, Nathan Claiborne, your host of the Phoenix Real Estate Roundup. Today is Thursday, March 30th. Active listings on the Arizona Regional Multiple Listing Service, 13,759 active listings today. So we are continuing to dip well below 14,000 active listings on the market. That is concerning a little bit to a lot of us. I'll get to a couple of the reasons why. Actually, the main reason why. Interest rates today, the average 30-year fixed rate mortgage is going for 6.61%. It's just floating around that those mid sixes. I think we're going to bounce around here all year. But back to the inventory reduction number. Here's the deal. We have had the fewest new listings in the first quarter in 23 years, since the turn of the century. So that is really, really contributing to the inventory going down week after week after week. So it's not, there's still buyers in the market. There's just not sellers, which is a good thing. We are still in what we would call a moderate or modest seller's market. It's not a buyer's market yet, or I'm not even sure if it will be. With the inventory constraints that we're looking at and the fact that new homes are not being built at the rate that we need them to be, this inventory squeeze and its effects, which is essentially a floor for prices. Prices aren't going to go down if there's not enough inventory. So that's what's happening. That's what's happening today. A couple of fun things that happened in the marketplace this week. The Camby Hotel on the corner of 24th Street and Camelback in the Built-Right Square across the street from the Biltmore Shopping Center in that area of town. Used to be the Ritz-Carlton property there. It was that for years. And then the Camby, which is a Marriott wing of Marriott hotels. They sold it for $110 million. That's a big deal. That is the most expensive hotel sale in this valley in quite some time. So, big deal. The Camby changing hands. That's a pretty high profile place. I'm sure you've driven past it. And then also, all of a sudden, the city of Phoenix has decided that they are going to sue the city of Tempe for trying to make a nice sports and entertainment complex somewhat near the airport. The city of Phoenix doesn't like that. Now, this land is not in Phoenix. It's owned by Tempe. Tempe can do what it wants. And the city of Phoenix is being on purpose punitive because they want to continue their monopoly on anything to do in this valley. They want you to come into downtown Phoenix only. God forbid any other city do anything big like this. So I'll tell you what, my money's behind Tempe all the way. If you are paying attention to this story, I cannot imagine wanting just to leave a landfill the way it is instead of developing it into a nice sports residential entertainment complex. I just don't understand that. It's a brand new tax base. It's not using any public money. It is a good deal for the residents of Tempe. It's Phoenix. Stay out of it. There's my 2 cents worth. And then this week, your baller house of the week. It's another Paradise Valley beauty, 8311 North 53rd Street. $8.8 million this one went for. It's on an acre lot, 6 bedrooms, 6.5 bathrooms, 7,600 square feet. Brokered on the listing side by America One Luxury Real Estate and representing the buyer, Realty One Group. Fantastic job by both of those agents, and congratulations to the buyer of that really magnificent property in Paradise Valley, our old favorites, right on the corner of Tatum and Mockingbird, right in the thick of it. Beautiful views from all sides of your baller house of the week. I want to thank you for joining me. That is the extent of my market news today, kind of more of the same. There's all this fluff happening in the economy, but when it comes down to the housing market, the basics are this. Interest rates are at 6.5. Buyer demand is still decent. There aren't enough listings. So prices are going to go up this year a little bit. Thanks again for joining me. We'll bring it back to you next week.